Beethoven was released on April 3, 1992. It follows the Newton family, a clean suburban, slightly uptight household that is turned upside down by a runaway puppy nobody planned for, and the scheming veterinarian who wants to use him for ballistics experiments. It became one of the defining family comedies of the decade and spawned 7 sequels. So where did the cast end up? Charles Groden was born on April 21, 1935, in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the son of a wholesale supplies salesman, and studied acting under Uta Hagen and Lee Strasberg. Long before Beethoven made him a household name for a new generation, Groden had one of the more interesting near misses in Hollywood history. In 1967, he was seriously considered for the lead role of Benjamin Braddock in The Graduate. He turned it down because the salary was too low. The role went to Dustin Hoffman and became one of the most iconic performances of the 20th century as George Newton, the gruff, long-suffering suburban father who absolutely does not want a dog and eventually loves the dog more than he'll admit. Groden brought his characteristic deadpan exasperation to every scene. The chemistry between his barely contained annoyance and the film's genuine warmth made the whole thing work. After Beethoven and its 1993 sequel, Charles Groden largely stepped back from acting in the mid-1990s. He walked away from Hollywood for more than a decade to focus on raising his son, during which time he also became a political commentator and social justice advocate, working with the Innocence Project to free wrongfully convicted prisoners and helping to dismantle New York's harsh Rockefeller drug laws. He returned to the screen in occasional roles in the 2000s, including Noah Baumbach's While We're Young, 2014, and Louis C.K.'s FX series Louis. He died on May 18, 2021, at his home in Wilton, Connecticut, of multiple myeloma, a bone marrow cancer. He was 86. Robert De Niro, his co-star from Midnight Run, said, "Chuck was as good a person as he was an actor." Nicole Tom was born on March 23, 1978 in Hinsdale, Illinois, and comes from one of the most remarkable acting families in American television. Her twin brother is David Tom, known for playing Billy Abbott on The Young and the Restless. Her older sister is Heather Tom, known for The Bold and the Beautiful. Nicole appeared in Beethoven, 1992, and Beethoven's Second, 1993, as Rice Newton, the teenage eldest daughter. Perceptive, a little world-weary, the kid most likely to catch the adults being ridiculous. She was 13 during filming. After Beethoven, Nicole Tom joined The Nanny as Maggie Sheffield, a role she played across all 6 seasons from 1993 to 1999. She became the first actress to voice Supergirl in the DC animated universe, debuting in Superman, the animated series in 1998, and continuing through Justice League Unlimited in 2006. She has worked steadily in television since, with appearances on Criminal Minds, Burn Notice, Masters of Sex, and many others. In August 2025, she stepped in to play a young Renee Taylor in the autobiographical play Dying Is No Excuse, doing so with only 12 days rehearsal. She is 47 years old as of March 2026. Bonnie Hunt was born on September 22, 1961, in Chicago, Illinois, the 6th of 7 children in a large Irish Catholic family. Before she was ever an actress, she was a registered nurse, a trained oncology nurse who worked in the cancer ward at Northwestern Memorial Hospital in Chicago. That experience, she is said, gave her a profound and direct understanding of human pain and emotional truth that she carried into every performance. She transitioned to comedy through Chicago's Second City, landed early roles in Rain Man and Jerry Maguire, and became one of the most warmly reliable presences in 1990s family filmmaking. As Alice Newton, George's patient, funny, steadying wife, the character who actually wanted the dog, Hunt radiated a specific kind of competent warmth that made everything around her feel real. After Beethoven, Bonnie Hunt continued building a career that, while never blockbuster-sized, has been remarkably sustained. She wrote, directed, and starred in the romantic comedy Return to Me, 2000, which she filmed on location in her Chicago neighborhood. She has voiced Sally Carrera in all 3 Cars films, Bonnie Hops in Zootopia, 2016, and Zootopia 2, 2025, and Dolly in Toy Story 3 and 4. She hosted the daytime talk show The Bonnie Hunt Show from 2008 to 2010. She appeared in Red One, 2024, the Christmas action comedy with Dwayne Johnson. She was married to investment banker John Murphy from 1988 until their divorce in 2008. She has no children and has not remarried. She is 64 years old as of March 2026. If you're loving this look back at the Beethoven cast, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more Where Are They Now content about your favorite classic films. Christopher Castile was born on June 15, 1980, in Orange County, California, and played Ted Newton, the middle child, the bug-collecting, conspiracy-minded, endlessly curious kid who bonds most completely with the dog. He also had a simultaneous career as Mark Foster on Step by Step, which ran for 7 seasons from 1991 to 1998, and as the original voice of Eugene Horowitz in Hey Arnold. Then, when Step by Step was cancelled, Castile did something relatively unusual for a child actor of his profile. He went to college. He earned a bachelor's and master's degree in political science from California State University, Long Beach. He also obtained a pilot's license. He now teaches political science at Biola University in La Mirada, California, and U.S. history at Downey High School. He is married with 2 children, and has written an autobiography called Being You Is Most Definitely Cool. He is 45 years old as of March 2026. Dean Jones was born on January 25, 1931, in Decatur, Alabama, and grew up to become Walt Disney's go-to leading man of the 1960s and 1970s, the affable, wholesome hero of That Darn Cat, The Love Bug, and a string of beloved family films. Walt Disney himself once told him over lunch, "Dean, you're a perfect fit for these pictures. You're such a good family man." Privately, Jones has said, he was not that at all. He struggled with lifelong depression that he described as crippling, and his first marriage ended after years of infidelity he has spoken about candidly. Beethoven gave him the chance to play something different. Dr. Herman Varnick, the film's genuinely sinister villain, the veterinarian who secretly uses dogs in ballistics experiments. And by all accounts, Jones threw himself into the role with a level of intensity his Herbie co-stars hadn't seen before. He didn't break character between takes. It was a religious conversion, not a movie, that most defined the second half of Dean Jones's life. He became a devout, born-again Christian in 1973, and he has spoken about how prayer freed him from what he called the miserable moods he had suffered from his whole life. In his later years, he performed one-man shows and appeared in Christian films and audiobooks, touring as St. John in Exile. He died of Parkinson's disease in Los Angeles on September 1st, 2015, at the age of 84. Sarah Rose Carr was born on November 13, 1984, in California, and had already appeared in Kindergarten Cop, 1990, alongside Arnold Schwarzenegger, and as the young Annie Banks in Father of the Bride, 1991, before playing Emily Newton, the youngest child, the most purely in love with Beethoven, the one the film's emotional warmth really flows through. She was 7 during filming. After Beethoven's A Second, 1993, her acting credits stop entirely. She attended Bard College at Simon's Rock in Massachusetts. She has no social media presence, and has given no interviews. She is 41 years old as of March 2026, and wherever she went completely privately. Some child actors leave the spotlight. She seems to have dissolved into it. Stanley Tucci was born on November 11, 1960, in Peekskill, New York, into an Italian-American family with roots in Calabria, and grew up in nearby Catona. He played Vernon, one of Dr. Varnick's criminal henchmen, a small early role in what would become one of the most celebrated careers in American film and television. Tucci went on to win Emmy and Golden Globe Awards, receive Oscar nominations, appear in The Devil Wears Prada, The Lovely Bones, the Hunger Games franchise, Spotlight, and dozens of other major productions. But the more dramatic story is the personal one. In 2002, while married to his first wife Kate, a social worker and the mother of his 3 children, Tucci had an affair with his Broadway co-star Edie Falco. He returned to Kate. In 2009, Kate died of breast cancer at age 47. He has said he wanted most to apologize to her. "We tried everything we could do to save her." In 2010, Tucci met Felicity Blunt, a British literary agent and the older sister of actress Emily Blunt, at Emily's wedding to actor John Krasinski. They married in 2012. The personal happiness did not stop what came next. In 2017, Tucci was diagnosed with a tumor at the base of his tongue. It was too large to operate on. He underwent 35 rounds of radiation and 7 sessions of chemotherapy, lost his ability to taste and smell, was put on a feeding tube, and was, by his own account, nearly bedridden for months. Having watched his first wife die of cancer, he was terrified. "Felicity's undying attention, affection, and encouragement got me through it," he said. He has been cancer-free since 2018 and is now an advisory board member of the Oral Cancer Foundation. His memoir Taste, 2021, his travel series Stanley Tucci, Searching for Italy, and his appearance in Conclave, 2024, have made him more beloved than ever. The Devil Wears Prada sequel was confirmed for 2026. He is 65 years old as of March 2026. Oliver Platt was born on January 12, 1960, in Windsor, Ontario, to American parents. His father, Nicholas Platt, was a U.S. career diplomat and ambassador, and his mother a clinical social worker. Because of his father's postings, Oliver attended 12 different schools growing up, including the American School in Japan. He graduated from Tufts University in 1983, where he befriended actor Ving Rhames. As Harvey, Dr. Varnick's other henchman, Platt brought an air of rumpled, slightly baffled menace to a role that could have been one note. He and Stanley Tucci, who played Vernon, became close friends during the shoot, a friendship that continued for decades. Tucci cast Platt as his co-star in The Imposters, 1998, his directorial debut. After Beethoven, Oliver Platt built one of the most dependable and wide-ranging supporting careers in American film and television. His credits include Indecent Proposal, 1993, The Three Musketeers, 1993, A Time to Kill, 1996, Bulworth, 1998, Dr. Dolittle, 1998, Lake Placid, 1999, Frost/Nixon, 2008, and X-Men First Class, 2011. He played Oliver Babish on The West Wing and has played Dr. Daniel Charles, the head of psychiatry, on Chicago Med since 2015, now well over 200 episodes. He appeared as Uncle Jimmy in FX's acclaimed restaurant drama The Bear from 2022 through its 2025 fourth season, earning one of his 5 Emmy nominations for the role. He has been married to Mary Camilla Bonsall Campbell since 1992. They have 3 children. He is 66 years old as of March 2026. David Duchovny was born on August 7, 1960, in New York City, attended Princeton and Yale, and had barely established himself as a working actor when he played Brad, a small role that amounts to little more than a few scenes. The following year, 1993, he was cast as Fox Mulder in The X-Files. Few cameos in family films have led to more consequential television careers. Duchovny stayed with The X-Files through its 9-season run, returned for the 2016 revival, and starred in the Showtime drama Californication from 2007 to 2014, playing Hank Moody, a sex-addicted novelist. That role became uncomfortable to separate from his real life when, in 2008, Duchovny entered a rehabilitation center for sex addiction. He had been married to actress Téa Leoni since 1997. They separated after he sought treatment, reconciled in 2009, separated again in 2011, and divorced in 2014. He has said telling his children their parents were divorcing was the worst moment of his life. In February 2025, he married Monique Pendlebury, who is 33 years his junior. He is 65 years old as of March 2026. Patricia Heaton was born on March 4, 1958, in Bay Village, Ohio, the fourth of 5 children of Chuck Heaton, a sports writer for the Cleveland Plain Dealer. When she was 12 years old, her mother died suddenly from a brain aneurysm. She struggled with depression throughout her teenage years. She studied theater at Ohio State University, moved to New York, and worked as a copy editor at People magazine while pursuing acting. Her first marriage ended in divorce in 1987, after 3 years, an experience she has described as feeling like a profound failure given her Catholic upbringing. She played Bree, Brad's girlfriend, a tiny role, barely a scene, just before Everybody Loves Raymond made her one of the most recognized faces on American television. As Deborah Barone on Everybody Loves Raymond, 1996 to 2005, Patricia Heaton won back-to-back Primetime Emmy Awards for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Comedy Series in 2000 and 2001, out of 7 total nominations across the show's run. She followed it with 9 seasons as Frankie Heck on The Middle, 2009 to 2018. She has remained very active. Frasier, Paramount Plus, 2024, The Ritual Opposite Al Pacino, 2025, and The Unbreakable Boy, 2025, among her most recent credits. She has been married to English actor and director David Hunt since 1990. They have 4 sons. She is 68 years old as of March 2026. A St. Bernard puppy that escaped from a pet shop started a film, and the film started a franchise, and the franchise ran for 20 years. But what it also did, more quietly, was put a collection of performers together at a specific moment in their lives. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest Where Are They Now videos exploring your favorite casts from the past.